Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Cyclone here. I have another beer review for you all tonight. This is coming from a brewery I know about, but I've never had one of their beers, so this one is going to be introducing me to their lineup. This is Dark Horse's Winter Warmer Spiced Ale. Guys, I am actually a fan of the Winter Warmer from Harpoon, but in terms of craft beer, that's kind of, forgettable. I do like the style, though. Nutmeg, cinnamon, bitters, fall spice in these ales. So I do enjoy the style. I'm hoping that a beer like this one from Dark Horse can amp up the variety and feature the flavors even more prominently. And this is also an Imperial at 8.75%. So guys, we're dealing with a fairly large ale here. Non-IPA or stout. This is just a plain old spiced ale. So 8.75 is pretty big for this style. So, hey guys, let's get cracking, shall we? All right, nice hiss on the bottle. Oh, yes. I am smelling those fall spices. And guys, you can take a look. Nice. I would say a toasted brown, like a Coca-Cola brown. Yeah, exactly like that. Ooh, I am enjoying that. It's so dark. That does tell me that there's some roasted malt in here. That's very nice. We do enjoy that. Wow, guys. This is a dark ale. There is some light coming through the bottom, but not a lot. Just some brown notes on the bottom. But it's again, look, it's basically really dark brown. Can barely see out of it. A little head, not too much on there. So we're definitely in the Imperial category. Let's get a nose in this one and see what we're dealing with, guys. Oh, very nice, guys. I am getting the bitters. I am getting some nutmeg. I'm getting some cherry, maybe. I might be getting some cherry. And maybe a hint of vanilla. Just a little bit. Yeah, I get the bitters. That's what I was looking for. A little bit of nutmeg. There's a little bit of a nutty spice, and these style of beers usually feature that kind of nutmeggy type of spicy nut-like quality. There is definitely some sort of cherry or something on here. I am getting a vibe of that. Maybe almost a sour cherry, but very faint. It's in there. Guys, very nice nose. Nice looking beer. And this one was coming in at about $16 for a 4-pack of these bottles. So maybe about $15. Sorry, $15 plus tax. So let's see if it's worth the price and if it's a good beer for the style. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. There's some coffee in here. Wow. I'm getting coffee, guys. I am getting coffee in this beer. What the hell? There's coffee. It's a coffee bean spice. It's not brewed with coffee at all, is it? One thing I will say is the bottle doesn't really have much info on it. It does have a date that's kind of smudged on this bottle. I'm going to take points off for that. Not a very good date on here, guys. But if we're working with an ale, I'm kind of surprised though that I'm getting coffee in this. Black licorice, coffee. Not like a hardcore coffee beer, but like coffee spice. Like a bit of coffee was ground up coffee was dusted in here. I am getting that. There is a black licorice type of thing going on. Bitters. Nutmeg. There is a nuttiness in here too. A little bit of a... I usually get like somewhat of a walnut vibe from these beers. I think this one is featuring the bitters The bitters are definitely featured in here, and I was looking forward to that. But the coffee spice is kind of throwing me off right now. That's delicious. No alcohol burn. For a non-barrel aged beer, 8.75%, it's doing really well in the style. There is a hint of a hop in the back, lingering. I'm very impressed by how this is capturing the spice notes. The spice notes in here are excellent. Bitters, slight coffee grind. The cherry that I was smelling, it's not really in the taste, but a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of bitters, and a little bit of coffee spice. A hint of cinnamon. There is a hint of cinnamon in here. I definitely want to let this one warm up because right now, I mean, it's like, it was in the fridge for about an hour and a half, but there's a nice lingering bitterness and a slight hoppiness on the back. There's a hint of alcohol sensation. For someone like myself, that's not going to bother me at all. Just know that you're dealing with an 8.75% alcohol beer. And those who are just used to regular 4 or 5% beers, you might get that difference. But come on, guys, if you're a craft beer head, this is going to be a very nice experience. Let me allow this beer to warm up. I'm going to enjoy it for a little bit, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. What's happening, YouTube? It's Cyclone here. I have been enjoying this one now for about 20 minutes. And I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with what I have in the glass. In terms of the style, this is really well made. I'm still contemplating exactly where I want to score this, but I have a ballpark estimate of where I want to put it. One thing that's throwing me off a little bit is the smudged off date. Come on, guys. You know, this date, I can't read it to you. First of all, it's dark ink. And then I got a Feb, I think it's a Feb, but it says F, it looks like FEI, even though, and then it looks like a 15 or a 13. I can't tell you. I'm assuming this beer was bottled in February, so this month, so it's fresh. But again, guys, the date is not adequate on that bottle. The price, this wasn't cheap. This was about $15 for 4 of these. So, 8.75, it is good quality though. You cannot knock it for that. It definitely makes the price. I'm just saying that it's not a cheap beer. So, darn it, date the shit. Really well made. There's a nice malt backbone that glides the bitterness down. In the style, you are looking for a nut, or like a slight roasted nuttiness, like a walnut, maybe an almond. And then you also are looking for those sharper bitter tones, like a dash of bitters. And if you ever had dash of bitters in anything, you know what that experience is, very herbal bitteriness. And that with the hops kind of blends together. And then it kind of just lingers in your palate. This nice malty bitterness is in the back throughout. The flavors are very nice. I just don't like the smudge date. I'm sticking with my guns. And the guys, 93, high A- from me. Yes, well balanced, very little alcohol. A nice maltiness to grab everything together, featuring the bitters very nicely. Featuring some of the toasted nut and cinnamon spice, a little bit in there too. I love the malt really holds this thing together. You still, and I still am capturing the very, very bitter coffee spice. It's very, very bitter though. Not like roasted coffee or coffee, like very bitter black coffee spice. It's not featuring that though. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my review of Dark Horse, their 4 Elf Winter Warmer. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you on the next one.